If you are a capital allocator, investor, founder, or strategic thinker, this is the lens the top 0.01% use to build generational influence. You will learn how Monopoly is more than a childhood game. It is a generational wealth strategy. Monopoly isn't just a board game, it is a blueprint to consolidate power, one asset at a time. And by the end of this video, you will understand how to use it in the real world. Just pay attention. Let's start with something most people don't know. The game Monopoly was originally created in the early 1900s by a woman named Lizzie Magie, but her version wasn't meant to celebrate monopolies. It was a warning. She called it the landlord's game to show how unchecked capital accumulation creates wealth gaps and economic control. Ironically, her warning became the world's most famous tutorial on building monopolistic power or wealth. So let's treat it like that, as a strategic map for how real empires are built. Let's decode the game's core mechanism. Buy as many assets as early as possible. Convert assets into higher cash flow via houses and hotels. Force others to pay rent until they go bankrupt. Repeat until you are the last player standing. Now compare that to how wealth really works. Buy income-producing assets early. Real estate, businesses, media, IP. Stack leverage and improvement to increase returns. Extract yield from anyone using your platform, infrastructure, or services. Consolidate until competitors collapse or sell. The board game was simple. The real game is systemic. The lesson: ownership is the foundation of wealth. Cash flow is the fuel. Consolidation is the end game. Let's map Monopoly to real-world strategies today. Here are 4 Monopoly-style strategies to use. Geographic monopoly, that is real estate. Buy every property in the neighborhood. Control zoning, development and pricing. Think Sam Zell, Blackstone, sovereign wealth funds. They buy cities, not just buildings. Platform monopoly, that is tech and networks. Own the rails, the infrastructure others must use. Amazon controls e-commerce distribution. Google controls digital attention. Microsoft owns B2B software pipelines. They don't sell a product, they own the ecosystem. Capital monopoly, that is private equity and finance. Control access to money and debt. Don't use your own money, use cheap capital. Funds like Apollo, KKR and BlackRock don't sell, they acquire cash flow. Owning the capital stack means you will win regardless of who is playing. Attention monopoly, that is media and narrative. Shape public opinion and culture to guide capital flows. Murdoch owns media. Disney owns childhoods. Influencers today monetize narrative control. Own the story and you own the money. So how can you apply the monopoly strategy? Here is the real-world blueprint. Identify the board you are playing on. Is it real estate, media, SaaS, e-commerce? Choose your industry board. Understand the players, the rules, and where value flows. Acquire early, even if it is small. Just like in the game, the first few assets may seem weak, but the sooner you buy, the more leverage you gain. In real life, this might be your first rental unit, newsletter, YouTube channel, or local business. Stack cash flow and reinvest. Never let cash sit. In Monopoly, you buy houses ASAP. In real world, reinvest in scale, better tech, better content, more units, more deal flow. Cash is not the end. It is the engine. Build moats. Monopoly uses the color groups. In life, use brand, distribution, data, loyalty, regulation, exclusivity. Don't just own something, make it hard to copy. Play the long game. Monopoly isn't won in three turns. It takes time, resilience, and capital strategy. Generational wealth comes to those who stay in the game longer than others. So, Monopoly was never just a game. It is a map of the modern economic system. Those who master it don't work for money. They own systems, capital flow, and build dynasties. This is how wealth really works. If you want more dives like this, subscribe. Drop a comment with your favorite takeaway. See you at the top. Just don't land on my hotel.